In this video, we're going to show you how to get your downloads after you make a purchase on the 3D Embroidery Letters website. Right now, I've put an order in. I've put it in the cart. I went through and filled out the name, address, and payment information. So that's all done, and we get to the final screen here, right here where it says Verify Order. So that's where I'm going to start here. As you can see, I've got a full set of the brush script letters here in the cart. And we're going to go ahead and click continue at this point, and then I'll show you where you actually get your download since there's been a little bit of confusion. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. The next screen I get here shows my order number right here. We've now made the purchase, and at this point you can go ahead and download your letters that you've purchased, whether it's a full set or individual letters. You will always download one file for each item that you purchase. So if you purchased a whole set, you actually just download one file, and at the end of this video I'll show you how to extract that so you get all the letters that you purchased. Now if you bought like two sets, then you'll have two files to download, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. So right here, all we need to do on this screen, since our order is complete, is we click on our order number, and that takes us to this screen right here. And I'll scroll up a little bit so we can see this whole thing. This is your actual invoice, and you can print this out if you need that for your records. But on this invoice you can see that we have made a purchase here of the full set of the brush script font, and right beside that you'll see the word download. And all we need to do to get that is click on the word download, and you'll see a screen pop up. Now I'm using Foxfire, and this may look a little bit different depending on what browser you use, but basically once you click on download, it will ask you if you want to start the download, and we're just going to click OK, and we're going to save that file. So once that is saved, it's finished. If you have a window there, you can close it. Depending on your browser, that may change. But that downloaded the file to your default download location, and that will depend on how you have your computer set up. And I'm using Windows 7 here, and that downloads into a folder called Downloads that is on my computer. So we'll get to that here in a minute. Now the next thing I want to show you is that's how you download something that we just purchased. But let's suppose that you had purchased something last year. You purchased a full set and your computer crashed and you lost that full set. Now there's no reason to purchase that again. You've already made the purchase. All you need to do is come to our website and click on Account. And when you click on Account, if you're already logged in, it will show you a list of all your purchases. If you aren't logged in, you need to put in your email address that you had used when you made the purchase and the password that you had created at that time. If you've forgotten your password, there's a link there that will tell you forgot password. You click on that, it will email your password to you, and then you can log in. Once you've logged in, you're going to see a screen that looks very similar to this, and it will list all your purchases, and it will show the order numbers here. And you can click on each one of these and see what you purchased, but not only can you see that, you can re-download it. So let's say we had lost something and we know about when we purchased it. So we come to here and we can say, oh yeah, this is where I bought the Varsity Wide set. So right here you can just click on download and re-download that set, and that will replace what you had lost. So that's how you can re-download some of your purchases from the past in case you lost them. But let's go back now to the purchase we just made, which was the brush script full set. And we had downloaded it and put it onto our computer. So what we need to do is go down here and click on the Windows Explorer icon, and that will bring up a screen that looks pretty similar to this. Now on my computer, it automatically downloads to this folder right here called Downloads. So I'm going to click on that, and we can see right here was our purchase, brush script full set, and it's a zip file. That means that all the files that make up that full set are compressed into that folder. And so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and right click on that, and we're going to extract all that into a normal folder so that our embroidery software will be able to open that. So we're going to click Extract All. It's going to extract it to the same location, and it'll make a folder called Brush Script Full Set. So we'll click OK. That'll take a few seconds while that extracts all those files, and that shows us all the files that are actually in our set. And I'll go over that real quickly. So anybody that is curious what you get when you make a purchase, you can see exactly what you're going to get here. These are all folders. Each one of these will contain all the files you need based on the description here of the folder. For instance, this says brush 2.2 inch DST. So these are your Tajima DST files of all the brush script letters at 2¼ inches tall. So if I click on that, you can see there's A through Z right there. And each one of those files corresponds obviously to the letter that you want to sew. So you've got them for DST, EXP, the PES, and then we go to the 2½ inch and we go to the 2 inch right here. You can see there's 3 sizes of that. You also, with this, you're going to get the CND files. For anybody that can open the CND files, that's a Melco condensed file. If we open that, you can see there's 26 in here corresponding A through Z. And there's also STI files for anybody that has the data stitch equipment. You can open those STI files. That makes it a little bit easier to resize when you do that. So there's everything you get when you make a purchase. And so now I'm going to show you basically how easy it is to open that in your embroidery software. Now, everybody has probably different embroidery software. I'm going to open this in the Floriani Total Control. I've already got a design on the screen. That's our curly dot monogram font, but we're going to open a new one here. So we're going to go up here to open, and like I say, everybody's embroidery software will be a little different, but almost all the software is basically the same as far as opening a design. So we're just going to click open, and right now we've got this curly dot monogram pointed, or that's what the folder we're looking at. We need to go to our folder where we had downloaded those two. And actually the easiest way to do that, I'm going to go ahead and close this, going back here to our Windows Explorer, click on download. Here's our full set. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag them over here and drop them into a folder that I have. It's called embroidery designs. Now you probably keep your designs on a different folder on your computer, but the main thing is I'm going to move them out of there to wherever you keep all your embroidery designs. So I'm just going to drop them right into there. Now when we come back to our embroidery software and we click open, we can see our brush script full set is there. So I'll double click on that, and let's say we want to sew a 2 inch letter K. So I'll go to brush 2 inch and I'm going to load the DST file. Now you can load whatever file is appropriate for your software. This Floriani Total Control would load all of these, but we're going to go ahead and pick the 2 inch DST. So we click on that and we scroll down here and we say there's the K, and right here is the 3D K in brush script. And I'll change our view mode there so we can see what that looks like. Zoom out a little bit, and that's what the letter is going to look like when you load it into your embroidery software. From there you can get it to send it to your embroidery machine, or whatever your procedures is to do that. But that's how you start from finish, from placing an order, downloading it, extracting the files, and getting it to your embroidery software. That's how that works. So hopefully that answers some questions, and we'll be doing some more videos on the 3D Embroidery Letters website, and hopefully that helps everybody out, and we'll see you in the next video.